be thinking I have everything, though. People be like, oh my gosh, she just stopped playing with her face. I be like, y'all better go back and look at the early seasons of Housewives now. Bad makeup, bad hair really changes your look. So if you got really good hair and really good makeup, that means a lot. People done told me I was bleaching. People have told me so much stuff. It's crazy. I'm like, you guys need to understand when you got teens that put dark makeup on you. My makeup was too dark for the Emmys. But my makeup was darker than I am for the Emmys. It was so dark, I was like, well, damn.
For years, fans have looked at Nene Leakes and wondered the same thing. How much of her changing appearance was makeup, styling, age, or something more? Nene has faced those questions before, and she has never been afraid to push back. But now, fresh claims involving her boyfriend are putting those old rumors back under the spotlight. If these reports are accurate, private details may have been shared that Nene never wanted public, and that changes the conversation completely. Nene Leakes has never been the kind of celebrity who quietly disappears into the background. From the moment she became one of the biggest personalities on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, she built a reputation around confidence, humor, honesty, and the ability to say exactly what was on her mind. Fans watched her transform over the years. Her hairstyles changed, her makeup became more polished, her fashion became more glamorous. Her entire public image evolved as her career grew. And naturally, people noticed. Some viewers believed her appearance had changed dramatically. Others argued that makeup, contouring, lighting, wigs, professional styling, and simply getting older could explain many of those differences. But the plastic surgery rumors never completely disappeared. For years, Nene pushed back against speculation about her appearance. She often treated the subject with humor, rather than allowing strangers to dictate how she should feel about her own body. That attitude became part of her personality. She wasn't interested in giving the internet control over her image. But here's where the story takes a completely different turn. The latest controversy isn't simply about fans comparing old photographs with new ones. It's about claims reportedly connected to someone close to her boyfriend. And that's what has people talking. According to the allegations circulating online, Nene's boyfriend has reportedly shared details about cosmetic procedures that fans had speculated about for years. Those claims have not been independently confirmed, and that distinction is important because there is a huge difference between internet speculation and verified information. Still, once those claims started circulating, people immediately began looking back at Nene's past. Old interviews, old photographs, old television appearances. Every little change suddenly became part of the conversation again. And that is exactly what makes this controversy so complicated. For years, fans had been asking whether Nene had cosmetic work done, but even if someone chooses to have a procedure, that does not automatically mean they owe the public an explanation. And that brings us to the biggest question in this entire story. Did Nene's boyfriend...
And people be thinking you got all kind of like, I ain't even got no, I don't have none of that. But they think you got good hair and good makeup go a long ways. I need some lashes. I be thinking I want to do lash extension, but I can't. I'm a skin girl, so I can't understand how I'm gonna shampoo my face and really do, like, I be getting in there real, southern. I be like doing the thing in your eye, be doing all that.
And simply reveal information that fans were already discussing? Or did he cross a personal boundary by sharing something that was never his story to tell? That's where opinions become sharply divided. Some fans believe that celebrities should be honest about cosmetic procedures, especially when their appearance is part of their public brand. Others believe the opposite. They argue that celebrities are still human beings. They have private decisions. They have insecurities. They have the right to decide what they reveal and what they keep to themselves. And when someone close to you reveals private information, the emotional impact can be completely different from hearing the same rumor from a stranger. A stranger's comment can be ignored. A stranger's speculation can be laughed off. But when the information allegedly comes from someone inside your personal circle, it hits differently. That's why this story has become bigger than plastic surgery. It's about trust. It's It's about privacy, and it's about what happens when a personal relationship suddenly becomes public entertainment. Think back to Nene's career. She didn't become famous by being quiet. She became famous because she was outspoken. She had a personality that could fill an entire room. She could turn an ordinary conversation into a memorable television moment. She could make people laugh. She could start an argument. And she could defend herself when she felt attacked. That strength became one of the most recognizable parts of her brand. So naturally, people are wondering how she will handle this. Will she?
First of all, I'm looking at your face. People are saying you had plastic surgery.
Yeah, that's why, I was backstage a few minutes ago, my hair was hanging down. You can ask your producers, and I decided to flip my hair back, which that's why I'm like touching it and looking at it, because I'm like, now listen.
Respond? Will she deny the allegations? Will she laugh them off? Will she reveal her own side of the story? Or will she simply refuse to participate? But here's the twist. Sometimes silence can create even more speculation. When a celebrity responds to a rumor, people analyze every word. When they don't respond, people analyze the silence. That's the impossible position many public figures find themselves in. Say something, and the story gets bigger. Say nothing, and people create their own explanation. Nene has dealt with this kind of attention before. Her appearance has been discussed for years. Fans have debated her beauty looks. They've discussed her makeup. They've analyzed her hairstyles. They've compared old photographs with recent ones. And social media has made that process even more intense. Today, a photograph from 10 years ago can be placed beside a photograph from yesterday within seconds. Someone can circle a cheekbone. Someone else can point at a nose. Another person can claim a completely different procedure. Then thousands of people can join the conversation before the celebrity has even seen the post. That's the world celebrities live in now. Every change becomes evidence. Every photograph becomes a comparison. Every interval can become a headline. And for women especially, the pressure can be brutal. If a woman ages naturally, people may criticize her appearance. If she changes her appearance, people may accuse her of hiding something. If she admits having cosmetic work, some people judge her. If she denies it, others accuse her of lying. It's a no-win situation. And Nene's story sits directly in the middle of that problem. For years, fans have been fascinated by her ability to look glamorous and confident. But behind the glamour is a woman who has also lived under an enormous amount of public scrutiny. Reality television creates an unusual relationship between stars and viewers. Fans feel like they know these people. They watch them argue. They watch them celebrate. They watch their relationships. They watch their families. They see them at their best and sometimes at their worst. That can create a strange sense of familiarity. Viewers may start believing they deserve answers about every part of a celebrity's life, but they don't. A television camera may capture someone's life, but it doesn't automatically give the audience ownership over that person's private choices. And that's why the alleged leak has sparked such a strong reaction. The issue isn't simply whether Nene had surgery,